Some of the greatest people we look up to as Americans were Muslims. Malcolm X, who was full of hatred. He became a Muslim. That's why he died, when he actually became a true Muslim. He went from preaching hatred, the white man's the devil, to no, we're all brothers and sisters. Now imagine the switch on this guy. He sees the real Islam when he goes to Mecca. He comes back and gives his lecture. As soon as he gets off the airplane, he's like, I don't think all white people are the devil. I think we can actually live together if we all learn Islam. Bang, bang. Get your hand out of your pocket. Game over for him. The minute he started preaching the word, the true word of Islam. Which is that all people are brothers and sisters, regardless of their color, their creed, or where they come from. To have racism is to be against God, for God made all creation in all colors. So for me to say one is good or the other, that was another problem I had with Christianity. So what was he? Was he white? Was he Arab? They have these debates amongst themselves. They can't even agree on his skin color. Which is why God, in my opinion, would never take the shape of a man. He would never lower himself to his creation. A God prays, God gets prayed to, a God doesn't pray. Why did Jesus pray like the Muslims? Matthew chapter 26, verse 36, and we end it right here. We end it right here, right now, Danny Jones, before I miss my flight.
You got time, bro.
Yeah?
Do you think there's other worlds out there with life?
I think that there may be. I would never go to say yes or no, because only God has all knowledge. I know there's definitely life on this earth in a parallel dimension, 100%.
Yeah, but do you think there's other worlds in the universe or in the galaxy?
There may be. I don't know. I know for one thing for certain, there is other things alive, Danny, in dimensions, even on this planet. The demonic realm lives on a parallel dimension to this earth. I believe there's even a crossing coming soon. I think science has figured out a way, kind of like your picture in a way, man, like a portal. I feel like they've figured out a way to allow that. There's a way to get that dimension into this dimension, which is why they're releasing all the alien shit now.
I think they're future humans coming back.
I've heard that theory.
I recently had a guy on here to tell me to explain that thing to me, and I think I believe that. An anthropologist came here and explained it to me, and I think it makes the most sense out of everything.
I want to go and dig into that episode. You have encyclopedias, man, of theory. Like your work is phenomenal, man. It's like anyone that just wants to really go deep into any subject of life, religion, politics, like the work you've done, Julian, all of you, is just phenomenal stuff, man. I've done a little bit, nothing like you guys, not even close.
Because we are so rare, human beings, the way we look and the way we walk upright. We're so rare on this planet alone. It's astonishing. There's over 2 million cataloged species of animals on this earth.
Yeah.
20 of them are hominids. And then we are a subcategory of those 20 hominids.
And what happens if you take out...
We're the only one of the 20 that walk upright and that have figured out how to create technology to get off the planet.
What happens if you take out the ants, though?
What do you mean?
If we just wipe out the ant species, what happens?
No more ants?
No, we're all fucking dead. So as arrogant as we can be that we can walk and make spaceships, we're still relying upon the insects to be alive. We need flies and fucking fleas, and because it's called what, Danny? An ecosystem.
Yes.
I'm breathing oxygen, releasing what kills me, dioxide, carbon dioxide. The tree breathes it. There's too many things in order for this to have been random.
Right.
Too many things, too many perfect dots connecting for us to exist, which is why I know it was designed.
Yes.
It is a simulation created by the creator to try those of us that have been best in character. The game board of life is rigged, but how you respond is your salvation. How you respond is your free will. You couldn't control to what family you were born. Your timeline was set for you. You couldn't say, I'm going to be Danny Jones. I'm going to be some white boy in Tampa. Be me and Scotty. Like, no, God said you're going to be born to that family. I couldn't choose. You're going to be born to a family that's going to escape communism, get massacred. Like, my timeline was set. I can't control the things that happened to me in my life. I couldn't control that my brother died in a car accident. I say my mom's brother, but still, he was my brother. He destroyed my life when he left me. Tomorrow's a very sad day for me because I always celebrated my birthdays with him. I haven't celebrated my birthday since he passed. Tomorrow I'm going to try.
I never
I'm in a
celebrate
new
my
relationship.
birthday.
I just don't either. It's a moment of reflection for me. I just really feel the passing of time. I know how precious every moment is. Every second. That's why when someone gives you their time, man, you can't get mad at the guy honking the horn on you if you're sleeping at the wheel. I need to go. Every minute fucking counts. If I keep missing these fucking lights because some asshole's checking their Facebook, I just lost 5 minutes of my life because I have to stay there for 5 minutes. But I also believe in the concept you're exactly where you should be through divine wisdom, which I explained earlier. My point is, Danny, I don't know where the fuck I'm going on this rant. All I'm trying to say is I don't believe there's a God, man. And I can't explain this all in 2 hours together. I know there's a God, man. And it's not because I have a hunch or a feeling. It's like too many dots connect, man. I understand these stories sound crazy. That's why I said earlier, X plus Y equals Z. I know the Quran has never changed. In the Arabic, I don't want to hear about translations. In the Arabic, Muslims pray in the Arabic. Christians can't even speak Aramaic. The majority can't even say 10 words in his language. Don't compare the two, and it's not to be arrogant. The reason we pray in Arabic is to preserve the book. That's why me, a white boy, I pray in Arabic. A Chinese Muslim prays in Arabic, not to glorify the Arab culture. Sometimes there's a lot I disagree about it. It's to preserve what we believe to be the final book of God, which is why it has miracles that I can show you. There's no way this guy could have known, man. There's just no way. How did this guy that couldn't read and write, and even if he could read and write, how could he have known these things? That fresh water and salt water don't mix. You have to know how to calculate density. Mm-hmm. It's to the invisible eye. You can't tell they're not mixing because it kind of goes like layers, like pancakes on top of each other. You have to know how to calculate density. So to me, there's like 200-300 scientific miracles. That's what drew me. I was like, wow, okay, so scientifically, this guy, like, how the hell did he know? But then there's things that you are even more crazy, like the signs at the end of the world. The Prophet Muhammad said that towards the end of time, the buildings of Mecca would reach for the skies. If you look at Saudi Arabia today, they even built a massive clock tower. He even said, soon the time will come where the shadow of time covers the Kaaba. Kaaba is that black box that the Muslims pray towards. They don't worship it for your tools in the comments.
Black box.
You know, the box in Mecca that all the Muslims paint. Pull up Kaaba, man.
How do you spell it?
Kaabaa.
Kaaba black box.
The black cube.
The black cube.
That the Muslims pray towards. Pull up an image of that. So now, pull up that picture towards the right. You got these guys out there trying to say, oh, the Muslims, they worship the box. No, we don't worship the box because during the time of the Prophet Muhammad, they used to get on top of the box and call prayer. You're not going to stand on top of your own idol. Could you imagine a Hindu standing on top of a statue of Shiva? Or a Christian standing on top of a statue of Jesus? Oh, they worship the black stone. No, we don't. There's a concept in Islam known as niyya. Niyya means the intention.
Where's this thing?
This is in the heart of Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
We believe that this is where Abraham constructed the temple to worship the one God. He left his wife in the wilderness. Now, you see that clock tower?
Yeah.
That's one of the signs of the end of the world in Islam. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, please double research this stuff. Please double check my references because if I make an error, I'm responsible for the information that I give you as a human being to God. I'm responsible to God, not to dannyjones, not to Google, to God. If I give you information that's incorrect or that can manipulate your opinion without giving you facts. His prophecy towards the end of time is that soon the buildings of Mecca will reach for the sky. The mountains will be pierced, which they just did. They built tunnels right through the mountains. Okay, he said this during his life. And he said, this is well recorded, he said that soon the shadow of time will cover that black box. At the time, they were looking at, well, shadow of time. How can time have a shadow? You can't see time, right?
You think he was talking about a clock tower?
Look, when that sun goes behind that tower, it casts its shadow over the box. They call it the saha, which literally means the watch. The locals call it time. The time tower. How could he have known, man? How did he know 1400 years ago? How did he know that he said, soon the Bedouins of our people, look at the deserts of Arabia 67 years ago. It was this fucking sand there. And a bunch of camel riders, literally. Milking the camels and drinking the milk and eating dates. And hee-haw, motherfucker. That's what they were doing out there, okay? Today, the biggest skyscrapers in the world, where are they?
Dubai.
That's right. He said, soon the time will come where the Bedouins of our people will compete with one another to build buildings that touch the sky. These are his exact fucking words. Not, oh, I'm guessing.